one of those questions a lot of people ask me is, how should I sell? I've sold to so many people buy their bills from me and they tell me, okay, Kenna, how do I sell? And I always tell everyone, I am not the one to tell you how to sell. You are supposed to be the one to sit down, do all your calculations, and then you decide how you want to sell. So if you're one of those people who is struggling with calculating how to sell your goods and all that, this video is going to be of help for you. So if you want to see what I have in store for you in this video, just keep watching. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kenna and I am a Cameroonian content creator. I create content about my beautiful country Cameroon. I also create content about my daily life, and what has been happening in my life right now is business. I started a business almost a year today and I'm thriving. Business is going well, things are going well, I cannot complain. So I'm just doing this video to help people, because when I started the business, I had to go through a lot. It was so stressful for me to go one step after the other. Grabbing things and all that was not easy for me, but I'm happy that I finally got it. And yeah, I'm being distracted, customers, but things have been going on well. So I'm trying to help people. All the things that I took a lot of time and struggle to know, I'm trying to oh my god, 1 second, let me reduce the volume. Messages keep coming in. Okay, so I am trying so where was I? They have distracted me. I'm trying to help people out there starting their business, because when I started, it was a whole school for me. My husband is an accountant. He helped me to know these calculations. Talking to people that have businesses, people who have knowledge about business, is what helped me to get here. But I see a lot of people who don't know anything, so that's why I'm creating this video, to just help people who are starting business and they don't even know how to calculate. It doesn't matter whether it's a small business or a big business, you can still start with your 50,000, but if you don't know how to do your calculations properly, you're going to find out that you're losing a lot. So all that plenty talk is just to show you guys how I calculate. So let's first of all go there, then we'll come back into it. Let's say I want to show prices. I get a bill, right? Hypothetically speaking, I got a bill for 100,000. So I'll write here price of bill, right? The price of the bill is 100,000. So yes, we're getting a bill for 100,000. What else am I paying? When I get the bill, I normally will pay freight money, which is transportation of that bill from my supplier's warehouse to my shipping company's warehouse. So let's say it was 5,000 francs. Okay. What again? I'm going to calculate how much the shipping costs. So let's say shipping for that 100 piece bill, the shipping is 30,000. Okay, I'll look now. Is there any other amount of money that I spent? Did I spend anything for internet, transport, miscellaneous? What else did I spend? So let's just say for internet, right? Let me just say internet 2,000, right? It should be internet credit. Any calls I make 2,000, and then let's see transportation of my bill from the warehouse here in Cameroon to my shop. We put transportation. Okay, put transportation in there, and you say transportation, let's just say 3,000. So the next thing we look at is how much energy you spend, how much your time and all that. So let's just say time, let me just put 10,000, right? So you ensure that you put everything in. If you want to consider like your electricity bill and all that, you calculate everything. So this is how much I've spent for the bill. If you're looking at that, it is 150,000. Okay, so my total spent for the bill is 150,000 francs for 100 piece bill. What do I do now? I'll take this 150,000, since it's 100 piece bill, right? I'll take that 150,000 divided by 100, which means it's going to be 1,500. So for me to get back the capital spent, and the capital spent is all these things, right? I have to sell one of the jeans, 1,500. So you take this 150,000 that you spent and divide it by the amount of jeans you have, 1,500. So it's from there now that you're going to figure out how you want to sell your bills, because a lot of people keep asking this question. So you have to decide now that, okay, since this is how much I spent spend to get the bill. You want to start calculating now, like, okay, how much do I spend for electricity? How much did you spend? Did you pay any extra cost? You can factor in your rent, you factor in labor, you factor in every other thing, and then you will know how much to price your things. So maybe if you don't have a shop, you can just figure out, okay, this is it, 1.5. If you decide you want to make just 200 francs on it, you can sell one of the jeans for 1,700. If you want to make 3,000, 5,000, it just depends on you. But this is just like a rough calculation. So each time a bill comes, I do these calculations, I write it down so that I will know exactly how much I have spent, and I'll know how to go about selling it, because it makes no sense if you spend this and you cannot make back this amount. So what I generally do, I think I should show you guys my face now. As you have seen, you have to factor in everything. Before, when I started, I never used to factor in some things. I'll just be like, but no, I used to keep some things aside. But if you do that, you're going to see that you'll be putting in a lot of your personal money. That's why I always also tell people, don't mix your personal money with your business money. So I ensure that I write everything down. If you're somebody who forgets like me, even if you do not forget, it's very important to write everything down. When you write, the second you're paying for the things, you write it down. For me, I have this book. Right? No, wait, you push go first. I have this book, this particular notebook. I write down everything. It's true that I also save it on my phone, but I have this book. I write down every single thing I'm spending when buying a bill. I do a record of everything I'm spending, so that when the bill comes, because it takes 2 months, sometimes even 3 months to get here, when the bill comes here, I had written down everything I had spent. So I just have to come back to this book, open it, and I do it. So that's basically how I do the calculations. And generally how my own works is that when I've come up with this amount, I know that, okay, I don't have to sell anything for less than 1,500 francs, for example. I'm like, okay, good and fine. Me, since the things are coming from Pat Shein, there are some that the quality is really up there. So what I generally would do is, when the bill comes 100 pieces, right, I'm going to sit down, take out my time, and I pick those things from the bill, those things that I know I can even sell for ×2 the price or ×3 the price, right? Those things that I know that now they had for my bill this, I select those things, I keep on the side. And on most of my bills, like good bills, I always have at least 20 to 30 pieces of those things. I know that this one, the one that they had for my bill, I keep it aside. Those ones, I sell them really well. And then the other things, I can put them in like 3 different halves. So I can put one, let's say it's 1,500 that I'm supposed to spend, right? The first grade is the one that I know that I can sell for 5,000. The second grade is the one that I know that I can sell for 4,035. The third grade is the one that I know that I can sell for 2,500. So that is how I do my pricing. A lot of people, some people will be like, oh no, I just want to make me 1,000 on top of everything I sold. I just want to make this amount. But that's how I do my calculations, and it works perfectly for me. Another thing I do is that, to ensure that I don't grind my capital, the second I start selling, right, if I start selling, it doesn't matter how many pieces I've sold. If I start selling and I see that, bam, I've sold until I've reached 150,000, majority of the time, I just take that 150,000 and I order another bill, knowing that, okay, whatever thing I am selling now, if I sell well, I can add it and buy a new bill. If the money cannot buy a new bill, I'll just know that I'll try to sell more, and so the next time when I'm buying, instead of buying 1 bill, I'll buy 2 bills, you understand? So that is how I do my calculations, and it works for me. Each time I take out money to pay for security at the shop, electricity bill, rent, anytime I take out any money, I write it down, because there are certain times that when you're doing your, how they call it, your audit, you start discovering that, oh, what did I do with this money? This money is not balancing. It's because you're not writing everything. So this is how I do my calculations. It might be too layman and too funny, but it works for me. That is how I'm growing. Sometimes I would take that 150,000, like the capital, right? I might not necessarily sell at once, but I just remove it and keep it in the bank first, and then I try to sell, because my aim is usually, if I sell for 100,000 francs today, if I buy a bill for 100,000 francs today, the next time I'm ordering a bill, I cannot order a bill for 100,000 francs again. The next time I'm supposed to be ordering at least a bill for 150, 200. So it's, you see how I'm growing. Each time I buy, I'm growing. I'm not at the same spot, because what some people do is they buy a bill for 100,000, they make 300,000, and then all they do is they buy back the same bill again for 100,000. They come. No, I don't do that. I ensure that each time after selling, if I'm buying again, I'm not buying a bill for that same price. When I do it like that, I see that I'm growing and it works for me. Thank you very much. If people have another way of calculating, please come and share with me. I am here to learn. I am here to grow. I don't affair this year cannot end with me being a broke girl. I've been broke for so many years, so this year is my year. Anyway guys, thank you very much. I hope this was helpful to you. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'm going to see you on my next one. Love you. Bye.